Hey, what's up mga kamaritas and kaparitas? So today is Transformer Mania. So we're going to talk about The Revenge of the Fallen. It is released in 2009 and September 2007. Paramount announced a late June 2009 release date for the sequel to Transformers. A major hurdle that was overcome during the film's production was the 2007 to 2008 Writers Guild of America strike. As well as possible strikes by the Directors Guild of America and the Screen Actors Guild, Bay began creating animati of action sequences featuring characters rejected for the 2007 film. This would allow animators to complete sequences if the Directors Guild of America went on strike in July 2008, which ultimately did not happen. So the director considered making a small project in between Transformer and its sequel, but I knew you have your baby and you don't want someone else to take it. The film was given a $200 million between Transformer budget, which was $50 million more than the 2007 film. And some of the action scenes rejected for the original were written into the sequel, such as the way Optimus is reintroduced into the film. So yun, doon nga, palagi di ba in-introduce si Optimus Prime every time na meron pumapasok na sila sa sa story. So yan. And some of the action, Lorenzo Di Benaventura said the studio proposed filming two sequels simultaneously, but he and Bay concurred that that's not the right direction for the series. Okay. Writers Roberto Orci and Alex Kurtzman originally passed on the sequel because of a busy schedule. The studio began courting other writers in May 2007, but as they were unimpressed with their pitches, they convinced Orci and Kurtzman to return to the studio, also signed in by Erin Kruger, as he impressed Bay and Hasbro president Brian Goldner with his knowledge of the Transformer mythology. And because he was friends with Orci and Kurtzman, the writing trio were paid $8 million. Screenwriting was interrupted by the 2007 to 2008 Writers Guild of America strike, but to avoid production delays, the writers spent 2 weeks writing a treatment, which they handed the night before the strike began. And Bay expanded the outline into a 60-page scriptment, fleshing out the action, adding more jokes, as well as selecting the majority of new characters. The three writers spent 4 months finishing the screenplay while locked into hotel rooms by Bay. Kruger wrote in his own room, and the trio would check on each other's work twice a day. So RC described the film theme as being away from home, with the Autobots contemplating living on Earth as they cannot restore Cybertron while Sam goes to college. That's the plot of the story. Okay. We wanted the focus between the robots and humans much more evenly balanced. The stakes is to be higher and the science fiction elements more prominent. Okay. Lorenzo Di Benaventura said in the total there are around 40 robots in the film, while ILMS Cat Farley said there are actually 60. Not in the count yun. RC added that he wanted to modulate the humor more, and felt to manage the more outrageous jokes by balancing them with more serious pilot approach to the Transformers mythology. Bay concurred that he wanted to please fans by making the tone darker, and that moms will think it's safe enough to bring the kids back at the movies despite his trademark sense of humor. Before Transformer was released, producer DeSanto had a very cool idea to introduce the Dinobots, while Bay was interested in an aircraft carrier which was derived from the 2007 film. RC claimed that they did not incorporate these characters into Revenge of the Fallen because they could not think of a way to justify the Dinobots' choice of form and were unable to fit in the aircraft carrier. RC also admitted he was also dismissed of the Dinobots because he does not like dinosaurs. I recognize I am weird in the department, he said, but he became fonder of them during filming because of their popularity with fans. He added, I couldn't see why Transformer would feel they need to disguise himself in front of a bunch of lizards. Movie-wise, I mean, once the general audience is fully on board with the whole thing, maybe Dinobots in the future. Bay said he hated the Dinobots and they had never been into consideration for being featured in the movies. It is the last film in the series to distributed by the DreamWorks. So that's the story of our Revenge of the Fallen 2009. So this is Hi, I'm Snowball and I am one of the avid fan of Transformers.